How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and today we're going to be talking about ChargePoint, Skillz, and Palantir. If you guys watch a video, I think I made it on March the 29th saying, hey, these are the stocks that I'm loading up on and you should be considering it. Lo and behold, look at what's happening that's going down today. A lot of these stocks have run up quite a bit, especially ChargePoint, but of course that's on the catalyst in regards to Joe Biden's infrastructure plan. But before we get into all those details, what we need to do is take a look at the technical analysis for all three of these stocks that I recommended to you guys, because we need to know where the support is and where the resistance area is. Once we know this, just in case there is a pullback, we could be prepared to take advantage of either adding to our positions or even in general averaging down, just in case you got in at a high point. So let's get into those videos. All right, so we're going to be doing a technical analysis for Skillz. So Skillz was the third stock that I talked about on the three stocks that I'm loading up on. So as you can see, when we spoke about it, that video came out on March the 29th. So if we take into consideration, March 30th ended up seeing lows of $16.76, and you could have bought in here at $17.20. So today on the day, it ended up reaching a high of $19.43, and it was on a low of $18.15, as you can see down below over here. So we can see from the chart, we definitely have a clear area of resistance right here at $19.30, taking into consideration $19.20, and also over here at $19 in general. And if we take a look at what's going down in after hours, it's at $18.88, and like I said, at $19, there's definitely some clear area of resistance here. If we open it up even further, let's take a look at what the support level is. So it looks like it's forming some support here at $18.90, and it'll be great to see if it can actually maintain this area. As you can see, this area was broken throughout the day, but it ended up recovering. So those are some of the things that we want to see. So can it stay above $18.90? That is great. If it does pull back even further, like I said, I would consider adding a position if you haven't done so already. If we take a look at the 5-day, 5-minute chart, open it up a little bit. Like I said, we saw a low over here right at the $17. Big time buying opportunity, as you can see from the RSI down below at 11. Right? We already know 30 is already good, but it was at 11. So if we take a look right here, we know there's definitely some strong support here in the $17.50 area. So if it pulls back that far, again, take advantage of that. Now, what we want to look forward to is seeing a move up, right? Going towards the upside. So that would be $19. So if we can break through that $19 area, things will be looking really good. Now, let's take a look at the 3-month, 1-day chart. So as we open it up and we see clearly, it's bouncing right off the 200-day at the moment. So the fact that it's bouncing off the 200-day is something that we want to see, and we want to see it end up at some point reclaiming back to the 100-day, as you see here at $23.90. So once we get past this resistance area at $19, I would definitely be looking forward to seeing that move going to $20. Will this happen tomorrow? Yes, we can definitely hit it, but don't be surprised if we end up having some sell-offs, because it is the long weekend. So in regards for next week, I definitely see Skillz getting into that $20 area and then making some moves, especially to reclaim back at the 100-day. And if it pulls back, like I was saying previously, right here at this 200-day around the $17 range, you really can't go wrong. All right, so we're going to be doing a technical analysis on Palantir. So it ended up having a strong day today, being up 5.67% on the day, seeing highs of $23.85 during regular trading hours, and seeing lows at $22.38. So this was another one of the stocks that had a good run, did a fairly good job for the most part of the day, riding on top of that 21-day EMA. And as we got closer, right around 305, we were able to be above it. Then it ended up selling off as we got into the close. As we can see over here in after hours, it's now at $23.14. So definitely come tomorrow, this can pull back to the $22, $21 area. If we take a look here very quickly, we see it form some support here at 23, but this area ended up breaking. So if it's going to stay below, as you can see over here on the 100-day, then definitely I would not be surprised to seeing it pull back to the 22s and 21s, and it does this fairly consistently, and that's why I love it for option plays. But anyways, so now if we take a look now at the 5-day 5-minute chart here as we open it up. So when I mentioned and I told you guys stocks to load up on, it was literally in this $20 area. So this was an opportunity that you could have taken advantage of and seen some green in your portfolio. Like I said, I see Palantir as a long-term hold, okay? Now, if we take a look at the 3-month 1-day chart, take a look at this trend here. So as we take a look and we open this up, we can see that it's definitely trying to catch back up here to the 21-day EMA here at $24.15. Once it can get past this particular area, then we can see a strong move going to 25. Is that going to be happening tomorrow? Hey, we're going to have to see, but at the same time, I do see it actually pulling back a bit. It is the long weekend, but if it does end up getting past this $24 area, then hey, I won't be mad because like I said, I'm holding Palantir long term, but I am prepared for a pullback if it does happen. Now, if it does pull back, like I was saying before, look out for those 22s, 21, and if it pulls back to the 20s, then make sure you take advantage of that opportunity. And then, hey, if it ends up running up and so forth, then definitely if it gets past this $24 area, we could start seeing a strong move getting all the way close into around $24.50 or even $25. So that's what the setup is actually looking like. Hope you guys found this helpful. All right, so we're going to be doing a technical analysis for ChargePoint. And I must say it had a very strong day today. I've emphasized this stock many times on the channel as of late to buy in, especially when it's in the low 20s. And now today it ended up hitting a high of $27.80 during regular trading hours and hitting a low of $23.60. So when we take a look at the pattern, look at that. We have a nice upward trend that is going. And on top of that, we're seeing it's doing a really decent job on trend with the 21-day EMA, as you can see over here. And if you take a look into after hours, it's now at $27.77. Congratulations to everyone who was able to get into this play while it was beaten down. Like I said, I talked about this many times on the channel and hoping that you got into it. Even if we take a look at the 5-day 5-minute chart, take a look at this. If we go back, it had a low of $19.59 here back on March the 25th. And here we are where it's about to get close to $28, it looks like, in after hours. Like I said, I just hope you guys took advantage of this opportunity. So let's see where this potentially may go by looking at the 3-month 1-day chart here. So we already know, and I already explained to you guys that I do believe that ChargePoint will definitely be reclaiming the highs either near the end of this year or at the beginning or sometime in next year. So one thing to take a look at, we can see by the pattern it's made a strong recovery. We already saw that it was trading below the 200-day, and now it's definitely bounced right off of it and getting past the 21-day EMA here, 25.37. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that move to $28 come tomorrow. If we can get to $28 and break through that particular level, then we could definitely start seeing $28.50. We see $28.50, we break through that level, then the next area that we could look forward to is near $29. So we'll be just under $30. Will that happen tomorrow? Again, we do not know. Keep in mind, it is the long weekend. So there's a good chance we might have a pullback. And if there is, I could definitely see it pulling back to $25 range here, as you can see from the 21-day. If it does pull back, if it pulls back even further, because as you can see, we have a little bit of a gap here. If it gets down to around 24, then there's a possibility it can get down to 23 because it does need to fill this gap. But again, this is only if it pulls back. If it continues this bullish trend, then I could definitely see it touching 29 and even getting close to 30. But we need to look forward to seeing that, but I do see that happening in regards to next week. So for my final thoughts on ChargePoint, like I said, it was great seeing that type of price action, and it definitely looks like it has a chance to actually test $30, especially coming into tomorrow. But the one thing we need to realize, we are going into a long weekend, so there is a possibility where we could have some strong sell-offs. But when next week comes in, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this run actually continue. But I just want to make sure you guys are aware of that, and it's part of the reasons why I give you the support areas, so just in case it does pull back, you could take advantage of this. Also, for Palantir, I've told you guys about this, that you know what, I see this as a long-term play. Same thing for ChargePoint as well. So with Palantir, if you can get it in the $21 to $20 range, this is really good. It does have a tendency to make these moves and bounce between that range. But one thing I can say for sure, long-term wise, it looks really, really great, and I like it as a company overall in general. It's also one of the best companies, or sorry, the best stocks for options, because it just trades within a strict range and it always seems to bounce off support and resistance. But again, that's just a clue to show you, hey, if you're thinking about buying options, you want to look out for things like that. And then also for Skillz, I must say for Skillz, I was telling you guys this was around the $17 range. It got up to 19. I think right now it's in the high 18s and after hours. Of course, that could change at the time of this recording, right? But I do see some more upside movement. With all three of these stocks, these are some stocks that have been beaten down. These are recovery plays, just to make sure I'm emphasizing that to you. And part of the reasons why, you know what, I still see some more room for growth and for these stocks to go back to reclaiming their highs. I would highly suggest you watch that video. And again, one of the things I want to remind you of, the long weekend is coming. So if there is a pullback, don't be surprised. This is a great opportunity. April is also known as one of the strongest months in the stock market, especially after the Easter long weekend. So please remind yourself of that. If you haven't bought into anything, make sure it's on your watch list. Again, hey, I'm not telling you what to do because I got to put in the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. Hope you guys found this video helpful, and I hope you guys had the opportunity to make some money today. We'll talk soon.